I'm going to tell you about the Young Turks Fantasy Football League.
Oh, thank God.
Yes! Okay, so the participants have been selected. First of all, you know the TYT staff members playing me. I led the league all the way last year, lost in a total injustice on top of injustice in the finals. Not holding on to that or anything like that. Steve, the audio guy's in it. Tom Hammering Hank won the league last year. Commanders of the Armies of the East, Aaron Wysocki's in the league. Ben Mankiewicz obviously in the league. Ricky's in the league this year. He's helping to run TYT Sports. Michael sure got kicked out. Anyway, so now we have 6 fans. That's what we do every year. 6 TYT people, 6 fans playing with us. And we got actually hundreds of submissions after we asked for submissions, which I loved. And there were a lot of great ones, and we hated, only picking 6, but here are the 6 that we went with. First guy is Tyler Clemens. We liked his email. His email said, "You should let me in because, like Alan West, I'm black." Which would greatly amuse me. Here's what I know about Tyler. I don't want to poke him in the chest. Okay, and he's in the league. Graham Blackwell's in the league. He's a Canadian, so I don't know what he's doing here, but he apparently sent in a picture, which, okay. He's coming. I like that. And he made a graphic. I like that. He seems very angry. That's helpful for football. So God bless. And then he actually had my favorite email. He said, "I'm Canadian. I live in my own fantasy world, so I'm instantly qualified." That's funny. He said, "I'm a 2-time NFL.com fantasy champion." That's impressive. And then, but forget all that. Here's the main reason I would argue for him. He said, to prove his bona fides, his bona fides in fantasy football, he said, "I have never had Lee Evans on my fantasy team." I was like, you're in. Okay. If you play fantasy football, you know that's definitely the right move. So nicely done. Graham's in the league. And God help me with some of the names. God help you with my name. But anyway, Remy Deroux will be playing in our league from the Netherlands. Look at us. We're so international. We got Canadian folks. We got people from Netherlands. Remy claims to have reached the finals each of the last 4 years, but only won one time in whatever league he plays in. The draft time is 2:30 a.m. in the Netherlands, but nonetheless, he is participating. We like that kind of fervor and zeal for the league. And by the way, we'll be doing the draft in a little over an hour. So fun for everybody. Ricardo Banda is also in the league. He's 25 years old. He's been doing this for 6 years, apparently. He can't stand that politicians are bought. Guy after my own heart. And they realizes that they don't give a damn about anybody but the rich. I like that. By the way, this is like it's almost a caricature of what a liberal fantasy football league would go. We got the black guy. We got Ricardo. Ricardo apparently is also paralyzed. Is a lesbian next? You know, this is like a comedy skit out of 30 Rock, right? Anyway, God bless your heart. We love the enthusiasm. Finally, here we go. Tim Woods, a 25-year-old Air Force veteran from Portland, Oregon, okay? What does that mean? Everybody, why is Tyler not Tyler and Ricardo not Ricardo? But I like that we got a veteran playing. He's apparently been doing remote engineering for sports stations throughout the country, or in that market, I should say. And he first played fantasy football during a deployment to Kuwait, and he loved it there. All right, look at that. Anybody who got into fantasy football in Kuwait, that's unique. We like that. And finally, Melissa Chusid. She's worked in sports for 6 years and runs an all-girls fantasy football league. And she is now part of the TYT Fantasy Football League as well. Look, it should be a fun season. I will likely crush again, as I usually do. We'll see if there's justice or injustice when I finally reach the finals, as has happened every year. We've only done it one year. Okay, but for those of you watching TYT Sports that are into fantasy football, obviously we'll update you on what's going on. We'll talk about who you should start and shouldn't start throughout the year, and we'll update you on the league and the fun shenanigans going on in the league, and now you'll get to find out who won or not, okay? All right, anybody want to do any last-minute trash talking right before the draft? I'm picking number 2. The rookie's picking number 3, and he apparently is a nervous wreck. Like Ricky, the whole day he's been like, oh my God, who am I gonna pick? Who am I gonna pick? The audio guy, if you don't know, but is very cocky about his fantasy football, so he's calm as can be. Okay, by the way, I should give credit to the audio guy. Steve is still bitter that it's the worst nickname in the world. Anyway, Steve's the guy who got our fantasy football league started, what was it, almost 20 years ago? 17 years ago? What was it?
It was 1994, the year before 1995.
Oh, I see. So about 17 years ago, our group of friends started a league. They wrote a book about it. It's not a big deal. It's a legendary league. Anyway, that draft is coming up in a couple of days.